The nation is on standby after the Supreme Court delayed their decision on the abortion pill mifepristone, which is used in more than half of abortions here in the U.S.
Yeah, and the High Court extending that temporary stay to keep the abortion pill on the market for now after a ruling by the Fifth Court of Appeals, and they reduced access to that drug.
The extension is in place until Friday. Our Christine STANWOOD joins us now. And Christine, explain how this affects Arizonans.
So an important takeaway here is the pill, which is the most common method of abortion in the country, is still legal in Arizona. But given the extension, we wanted to hear from those who offer this method and who have gone through an abortion. The legal challenge to mifepristone's FDA approval continues. This decision stems from a case in Texas where those who are anti-abortion want to roll back mifepristone's FDA approval.
I think in Arizona, we're fairly safe.
Dr. Gabrielle Goodrick has been an abortion provider in Arizona since 1998.
I've treated thousands and thousands of women in Arizona, and it's an extremely safe process. Over 55 to 60% of patients do choose medication abortion because they're so early in the pregnancy to have an abortion. If this was removed, it would actually harm women, which I think is the opposite of what their intention is, but it would harm women. And that medicine is also used for miscarriage management. It can also be used for induction of labors with problem pregnancies, and also used for Cushing's syndrome. It has many other uses. And so to try to ban medicine that is so well established is really unprecedented.
On the other side,
I'm pro-life because I understand the impact that abortion has on a woman. At 17, I had an abortion.
We spoke to Lori Z. Gray last week with the Arizona Life Coalition. She says an abortion left her unable to have kids.
The most important thing for people, for the pro-life community, is to save the lives of babies and their mothers.
Planned Parenthood Arizona says Wednesday's Supreme Court decision is an important step to protect access to safe and essential health care for millions of Americans for another 2 days. The FDA said mifepristone is safe and has been approved for more than 2 decades. Planned Parenthood says they are not concerned with the supply of medication across the state. Again, this is only a 2-day extension. The Supreme Court says by Friday night, the justices will consider allowing restrictions on mifepristone.
Several Arizona lawmakers have joined an amicus brief filed with the Supreme Court supporting the abortion pill. It says the Supreme Court should reject the lower court's ruling because this really threatens to upend the congressionally mandated drug approval process for all drugs. They also say restricting mifepristone would pose pretty serious health risks by making abortion more difficult to access. The bill is signed by more than 250 members of Congress, including Senators Kyrsten Sinema and Mark Kelly, along with Representatives Raul Grijalva, Greg Stanton, and Ruben Gallego.